This is Travis with Pro Caliber Motorsports in Vancouver, Washington, and today we're going to talk a little bit about the Sea-Doo IBR system. IBR came about out of a need for more control when you're on a watercraft. Basically, in the past, when you're driving around on a watercraft, you either were in forward mode, neutral, or you were in reverse. You had a lever you pulled back. So you had to take your hand off the handlebar to do all this, and there was really no in-between or no control with that. So what Seadoo did was they came out with a system called IBR, which stands for Intelligent Brake and Reverse. And how it works is they put another lever up on the handlebars. You have your standard lever here for acceleration, and then typically on a motorcycle or something you either have a brake or a clutch on the left side. So what they did was they put a lever on the left side, and this activates the IBR system. And it is an intelligent system because it's tied into the electronics of the watercraft, which controls the motor. So what happens when you pull this lever is immediately the watercraft slows down. It doesn't matter what you have going on over here. Basically at this time you'd let your hand off the throttle. So the advantage to all this is you don't have to take your hands off the bars. You don't have to do anything, grab anything, be distracted. You can still focus on your steering, focus on your safety, focus on where you're going. The watercraft's going to slow down, it's going to stop, it's going to go into reverse, and then it's going to back up. The minute you're done backing up, let loose of it, give it a little acceleration here, you can go forward. You can literally parallel park these watercraft in about the length of the actual watercraft. So when you come into a crowded dock or when you're putting them on your trailer, which I've found riding these, that's probably the greatest thing, especially if you're launching or loading in a river area where there's some current or wind. But the biggest thing is safety. This system will stop this watercraft 160 feet sooner than a watercraft without this system. And then we can go to the back of the watercraft and show you exactly what's going on when you pull that lever. So back here is the propulsion system of the watercraft. They have an impeller up in here, shoots water out, takes it up in an intake grate up there. So with the Sea-Doo IBR system, what goes on is this bucket drops down all the way to here. And at first it drops down and the pump pretty much disengages. So it just acts as a parachute, just like it would on a dragster or something. And believe it or not, this bucket's pretty big when this is the bucket actually, when it comes down, and it catches a lot of water. So it initially just slows the watercraft down slightly. Once it gets down, the electronics take over and they accelerate the motor back up, the pump back up some, and the water is actually directed underneath the watercraft. That's what's going on here. You only have one thing that's controlling this boat as far as acceleration, deceleration, and reverse is the water coming out of this pump. So it's redirected underneath the boat, and because it's redirected, it's going to really slow the boat down until it stops. Let loose of the lever, the bucket comes back up, you're going to be going back forward. With this system, pull the lever in, hands still on the bars, you slow down, you stop, you back up, and it just makes it a much more enjoyable experience.